As a tabletop game designer, you can draw inspiration from anything. I often like to start with the components I have on hand. From simple tokens to complex cutouts, boards and cards, dice and figurines, your toolbox contains so much potential inspiration, but you've got to think outside the box sometimes to really push your limits. Think about the following components: playing cards, dice, and small cube tokens, and their affordances and constraints. Affordances are clues about how an object should be used. For instance, cards have two faces. Dice have numbers, so you can randomly determine a value by rolling them. Wood or plastic cubes are cheap and easy to hold, so they are good for tracking lots of information or resources. Constraints, however, are limitations or restrictions on an object's use. Cards cannot have the information on them changed once printed. Dice can only express a number of values up to their number of faces. Wood cubes are flat on the sides, so they don't roll for very long or slide very well. And of course, the big constraint: these all have to obey the laws of real-world physics as tabletop components. However, there are always ways to utilize your toolbox of cubes, cards, coins, dice, and tokens in novel ways. Some require special materials, but many are possible as soon as you pick up an object. Take Mystic Vale, designed by John D. Clare. This is a game where you build new cards on the fly by using partially transparent cards, and a novel approach of mechanizing the card sleeves to create a new experience with each game played. In Sutaku, a push-your-luck dice game, Kurt Covert utilized not only the random rolling aspect of dice, but uses the top face to show what your target roll is in future turns, and the shape of a six-sided die lends the game the ability to stack the dice upwards into a tower, hence the name. I designed the painting cards in my own game, Pigment, to contain both art and useful information on both sides, even though they're still shuffled. So based on this, let's do a little activity. Think about one of the most common components in your toolbox, a playing card. What can you do with a 2.5 by 3.5 inch or poker-sized playing card? You can draw it, you can rotate it, you can peek at it. Well, that's 3 things. What else can you think of though? I've got a list of 17 actions, but I'm sure there's more variants, and combining these in new ways, there's always new games for you to make. Let your components guide you, not only in their standard uses, but in non-traditional ones. Let your limitations and constraints be just as useful as their affordances in stimulating interesting and fun gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have fun trying new things with your tabletop toolbox. My name is Michael Epstein from Copper Frog Games, and I hope you keep jamming.